Hey Cardinals, I'm Naima.
And I'm Katie.
And after a year of bringing you broadcasts that we've done completely from home, we're here for episode 15 and our last episode of season 4.
Monday is our last day of school. We'll have our normal 8:30 to 1:55 schedule, but you will see all of your classes that day. Make sure to check with your teachers to make sure you got all the schedule correct.
Tuesday and Wednesday will be computer and textbook return. Bring your equipment to Strong on Tuesday from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock, or Wednesday from 9 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Remember, you are responsible for any replacement cost if equipment is not returned.
Alright, Cardinals, for this final episode, we have our very final feature question for the whole school, our very own Alicia's final weather segment, and a fun journalism group feature.
As well as us telling our favorite moments and journalism advice, and you know we've got our best bloopers. And now I say this for the last time on Cardinal News Network. Let's go check it out.
Hey Cardinals, it's Alicia here for the final weather of the school year. This year has been all sorts of crazy weather, let alone this week. Anyways, we had rain poured out on us and then burning hot sun. Today it's going to be really hot, bringing in the mid-80s and below, and a chance of thunderstorms tomorrow. Luckily, the rest of the week will be sunny with the weather being in the mid-80s and 70s. And for the last time on Cardinal News Network, that's a wrap for this year. It was a pleasure.
Hey Cardinals, for this week's sports segment, we'll be heading into the sport of football, of course, where OTAs have started to take place, which means, we'll get to see a little sneak peek of any rookies, newly acquired players, regarding free agency. We already know this is mostly focused around Tim Tebow, but, of course, there's a lot, heck of a lot to take away from this, as, of course, there's been some players, to show some flashes, of course, as well as some rookies, who have been struggling. But let me not get ahead of myself. Of course, this is only OTA's first week of experience in the league, so we truly know how it's not going to reflect the player how they're going to play in the week. But an exception, of course, of your man truly, Tebow Mania, who snagged a total of 2 touchdowns. Yes, you heard it, 2 touchdowns, 2 smackaroos in the end zone. Of course, that being from Trevor Lawrence. He threw, of course, absolute dots. We really can tell why this guy was drafted first overall. He's truly a generational talent, and we truly now understand why, of course, the Jaguars were taking that whole year. But talking about generational talents, Tim Tebow, of course, pops up into that conversation. Of course, as you know, he just might be too much for Urban Meyer to utilize on his offense. Of course, it would truly be an unfair advantage against the defense, so don't be surprised if he's limited, on snaps, I guess, let's say. But he might be a nightmare. But being serious here, the guy might have at least 5 snaps the whole season if he's lucky. And it's going to be interesting to see how Urban Meyer uses him throughout the season. We never know what he has up his sleeve. Look away, Michigan fans. But, of course, anyways, enough of Tebow. There were some incredibly notable performances, of course, in OTAs. That being my rookies. One to mention will most likely have to be the absolutely horrible, maybe too much, but not the greatest performance by Mac Jones. Of course, he was struggling a bit, but, it was pretty much his first week, some overthrows, just, normal, let's say, rookie mistakes. Of course, the guy really can't mess this one up. He was drafted in the first round by possibly the greatest coach ever to coach the game. Of course, we know that Cam Newton injury. It's unfortunate for him, but he's gonna get the opportunity to be the starter for sure. So we'll see how he takes that opportunity, and really the reason he was drafted that high, of course, so his ability to read the defense and his accurate throws. It's just really weird. This guy's drafting this, early in the draft, let's say, since we're not usually used to a guy like Belichick drafting this early. Pretty bizarre, let's say, but that will conclude this week's sports segment, and yeah.
Alright, Cardinal, so we debated about this a lot, okay? Would you guys rather live in the West Coast or East Coast? For me, East Coast all the way. But let's see what everybody else has to say.
I prefer East Coast for sure.
If I had to choose one, it'd probably be East Coast.
I would have to say West Coast for sure. It's not because of those actors and Hollywood and all that. It's to see Goff or Stafford. I meant. If I go to SoFi Stadium, it would be my chance to insult him. After that trade and that era in Detroit. But yeah, I would say, of course, West Coast.
So I don't really have a favorite, so I'll just choose the East Coast.
I haven't been to West Coast or East Coast. West Coast seems more fun. East Coast seems more chill. So if I were trying to have a fun weekend or something, I would definitely go to West Coast. But if I were looking for somewhere to be chill and have fun with friends, obviously chill, I would go to the East Coast.
Hey guys, I'm here to ask you, what is your favorite broadcast moment? I'll go first. I really liked it when we did the siblings one because I got to yell at my little brother.
Alright, so my favorite broadcast moment is probably the bloopers or Geosports segment. I can't decide.
Every moment we have from the broadcast is my favorite, to be honest.
I would have to say that my favorite broadcast moment would have to be my first weather segment, my first sports segment, the MLB World Series segment. It's something I will always remember. And do I cringe watching it again? I sure do. But of course, it's something that I always will remember for sure.
My favorite memory in journalism is definitely when we would meet on the weekends and play games and compete and laugh and have fun. That's the best part.
My favorite broadcast moment is definitely my first day debut when I came and did the weather segment. It was so iconic. I had my perfect transitions. It was amazing.
As you guys already know, of course, we will be seeing new faces to the broadcast next year, and we're incredibly excited to see what they could bring to that broadcast. And their creativity and all that good stuff, you know. But we have some advice for you guys entering this next year. And first of all, my advice would be to not meet deadlines. Who cares about deadlines anyways? They're not to be met, so that's horrible advice. I'm joking. Obviously, meet your deadlines. Of course, be creative as you can. Well, let's head to other people's advice, which will most likely be better than mine.
Some advice I have for future journalism students is that meet your deadlines, or else Miss Elliott will bug you about it all the time.
Alright, just like Gio said, yeah, we'll be seeing some new faces, but some future advice I have for new faces coming to the broadcast is, in fact, make sure to get your videos done as early as you can so you don't have to worry about it, and don't stress yourself. It's fun, but if you have like a lot of stuff on your plate, just get the journalism stuff done.
My journalism advice is for incoming journalism students is if you're filming weather, don't use a green screen when it's very windy.
Some advice I would give to some future journalism students would be to always get your deadlines in and always just be a hard-working person.
A tip that I would give to new journalism students is meet your deadlines. They're very important.
Advice I have for future journalism students is definitely enjoy it. It goes by fast. Make meets with your friends like after school, or play games when you can during class, or just enjoy the best you can. Because, well, for me, 2 years have gone by really fast, and making the broadcast is one of the best memories I had of middle school. Really enjoy it, get to know your friends, and make deadlines. Deadlines are so important. You don't have to procrastinate editing and jumble it up the night before because it's really stressful. So meet your deadlines as well.
Hey guys, at Cardinal News Network, we love watching TikToks. So for our last journalism feature of the year, we are jumping on a TikTok trend featuring our personalities. Let's go check it out.
Hey, I'm Natma, and I'm passing the phone to the one who is obsessed with fictional characters.
Hi, I'm Katie, and I'm passing the phone to someone who takes a ridiculous amount of time on his segments and complains about running the mile.
Whoa. Come on, man. I ran 6 laps. That's 1.5 miles. Just have to get that straight. But, of course, I'm Gio. Of course, I'm passing the phone to someone who talks way too much, an excessive amount about streaming, and is most definitely an underrated pro gamer.
fair enough. Hey, it's Josh, and I'm passing the phone to somebody who is obsessed, and I mean obsessed with BTS. Go stream Butter.
I'm passing the phone to someone who gets annoyed with us the easiest.
I'm passing the phone to the one who always has too much free time on their hands and finds us the best video games to play. Also is always up to try new trends.
Hi, I'm Alicia. I'm passing the phone to the teacher who always wears Crocs and survives on Coke and coffee. Drink more water.
That's me. I'm Miss Elliott, and I'm passing the phone to our little one who's obsessed with Marvel.
I'm passing the phone to the one that likes to do the crazy weather segments.
That's me. I'm Na'ma, and we hope you liked getting to know our personalities.
Hey guys, it's Amira, and while we try to be awesome and perfect this year, we've been far from it. So for my last time on the broadcast, let's take it back to some of our best laughs of the year and the bloopers for this episode.
Hey, he's ready, dude.
No, he's Ahmed. I'm
That's a blooper right there.
What, bro? Whoa! No airfish enough. You're done. Cool. Whoa! Oh, it took me one.
I find and go, what that? And then just keep going.
Okay.
How about that?
Woo! Hey Cardinals, for this week's sports segment, we'll be heading into the sport of football. Nope.
Hey, I'm Na'ma, and I'm passing the phone to the one who is obsessed with fictional... I'm filming.
Woo, man. Started, you know. Oh man.
Hey guys, it's Amira, and while we try to be perfect and awesome this year, no.
Mostly, you know, surrounded Tim Tebow. What?
Mostly surrounding.
Or this is more. Or you know, this is mostly surrounding, you know.
Tim Tebow.
Oh. Way. For this is there have been some notable players, you know, surrounding. Is that who? Bam! Would for sure have to be my first. Lord Manny.
Teacher who always wears Crocs and survives on Coke and coffee is what I meant to say.
The guy's been playing absolutely. It was because I see, but anyways, and then anyways, and then anyways. Huh.
Sports right now.
What's your
Look
sports
bad, man.
I don't need a script.
It's filming.
It's filming? That's what I'm talking about. Strong Middle School, here we go with sports for your end of the year Cardinal News Network. There's no more sports.
Oh wow!
Have a great summer.
We heard it right here, folks. Wait,
Keep filming. Is he gonna do something else?
You never know, man. Keep going.
Do a burnout to end it.
Oh, yeah, right.
Hey Cardinals, it's Alicia here for.
Oh shoot! Yo, oh.
We couldn't even get to me driving off.
Oh Lord. Well.
Did it work? You can do it. Come on. Hey. Use your arms. Come on. Hold. One try right there, bro.
And I heard him. I coached the game. And of course, you know, brightest minds to coach the game as well. Of course, Hold on.